just like that, another fun edition of Tuesday with Todd. Hello, welcome everybody to Tuesday with Todd with me, your host, Todd. How are you doing today on this St. Patrick's Eve, as I think we can call it that, right? St. Patrick's Eve. I hope everybody is having a great day out there today. I know we had that crazy storm that came through here and dropped a little snow on us, and it seems like a good part of the country got hit with some craziness. So I hope you are doing well and got through that, because I think we're just about done with it. I think we're just about over with it. So tonight we are going to go over what we're pressing. This is glass blocks using the clamshell press. We're going to do that. We got some news and notes we'll go over, and we'll check it with you guys and see how you're doing. So once you're in here, like I said, if you're on Facebook, I recommend you head over to our YouTube channels. Both of those can be found at, I got a little banner here that I can click on and give you both of those, either at fatdadlive.com or liveosg.com. Reason being is because if you are on Facebook, you do have to go over and give StreamYard permission. So StreamYard.com/Facebook. In fact, I think we have it set up. I think there's another one in here that'll get you over there. OurSuccessGroup.com/Facebook. Yeah, if you head over to OurSuccessGroup.com/Facebook, you can give StreamYard permission, then we're able to see who you are. Otherwise, you're going to get an FU, Facebook user, not like an FU, literally FU, an FU. So I don't want to do that. I want to call you by your own name and see who you are and what's going on. Just like this, where we can say, hey, Renee, how are you? And what's up, Chuck? How's it going? So, Chuck, today is like the first day that I think that I am not pain-free, but pain tolerable minus drugs. So I've got that out of there. So I think for the most part, I think we're solid. We're on a path to correctness. So I think we're doing fine there. Janessa, hey, how are you? And as Corey says, all the cups are turning. They are. I'm looking over there and I'm seeing cups turning. So maybe we might move the camera and give you a sneak peek of that. Kevin, thanks for stopping by. All right. So we'll get the banner out of the way and we'll get over some stuff. So we're going to do glass blocks tonight, or a glass block. It's from JPPLus. I can actually probably put all the information in the comments right here. So it's the glass blocks item CR Cube E5. I think that's right. CUB E5. Here's the item number for you. I'll drop that into the comments section so that way. Wait, I can't do that. I got to jump over here to the comment section to be able to do it there. So I can jump that in there, put that in the chat, and then I can give you the stuff for JPPLus, because you can use the code and you can save, oopsie daisy. I can use the code and you can save 10% as well, which is always a plus. So we'll throw that in here too. So there's all the info on that. So these glass blocks, right? I'll tell you a little story behind them, what it is. I dig those. I mean, look at that. Ooh, I can see you right through there. Pretty cool, huh? And there's that. So it's white. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when doing the glass blocks is because in sublimation, you mirror so much that you forget on things that you're going to press from the back that you don't need to mirror. One of the biggest mistakes that you make, and it's super easy to do. I've done it countless times. I've been at trade shows where they've done it there, where they've done the acrylic keychains and that, and they press from the back and looking at it like, something's off with that. Yeah, it's because it was printed in mirror, and so everything was reversed in it. So, hey, it happens to everybody, but that is my biggest tip to you is remember, when you're doing anything from the back, to make sure to not mirror that image. Because when you don't mirror that image, then it's right facing, it'll be just spectacular on there. These are 5.13 inches by... so 5.3 by 3.57, so 5 by 3.5, it does come with this silver gift box. Ooh, so pretty, right? Silver gift box comes in there like that. Now, these are going to be great gifts for mom, Mother's Day, family photos, senior pictures. What else can you do with it? Oh, you can use it for little awards too. because, since it is glass block, you can put it, a full color design on the back, and then it becomes an award. So that is something else. It's just not for pictures. You can do that. So we're going to press that here in a bit. I'll talk about what's upcoming, because we've got two things that are starting soon. And so we'll check in and we'll see. Let's see, that all dropped in there. Becky, thanks for stopping in. Richard, good to see you. George, thanks for stopping by. So we've got, and Curtis from Kansas, thank you for stopping in and seeing us. So we've got a couple things coming up this week. I think Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday is going to be Shirt Labs. The Shirt Labs. Shirt Labs is this weekend for the Shirt Labs Summit. Now, with that, there's going to be over 30 speakers. I think over 30 speakers over the 2 days, and it is a free. It's a free thing. Now, the free is going to get you access to the recordings that are there, because everything's recorded. It'll drop at like 10 in the morning. It's available for 24 hours, then drops there. So that will get you. I'll give you the link for this to go sign up. This will get you in for free access. Now, if you want any access to those recordings, there's some bonus features in there, the VIP access. You can go ahead and click on that, and you can upgrade to the VIP, and then you'll have the recordings. I think there's a few other different things too when you sign up for the VIP. So make sure you check that out. That's Shirt Labs this Friday and Saturday. But beyond that, starting next week, March 22nd is going to be the DAX online seminars. So if you haven't been to a DAX show before, DAX is a regional trade show here in the Midwest. This year we've got Kansas City. Well, typically we've got Kansas City, Minnesota, and Chicago, Tinley Park. Show dates for this year: Kansas City is going to be July 9th and 10th. Minnesota is going to be August 3rd and 4th. And then Chicago, Tinley Park is going to be August 27th and 28th. So those are all live events. You're going to be able to go into them. You're going to be able to see these things called people. I know, crazy, right? Crazy as it sounds, they are going to put on trade shows. As of right now, Kansas City is a go. Go, 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 go. We'll see how the other ones play out, but Kansas City is a go, and that one is July 9th and 10th. So, there'll be some restrictions in place, but there'll be live people there, and we're one of those live people there. OSG, we will have a booth there, so we can't wait to put some real faces to some real people that we've seen over the year. It'd be great to see people again, right? See people again. I don't know how that makes sense, but it does. With that, typically when you go to those, they have the seminars. So they'll have the sponsored seminars, in the mornings. Usually, a business will put those on. A product pitch, some information, and those are the free ones. In the afternoons, they have the paid webinars where there's training across the board, embroidery, screen printing, business building, you name it, there's a training for it. Well, this year, they're putting all those webinars online. Shocker, right? Who would have thought that they're going to put webinars online, right? I mean, it totally makes sense. So you can have access to those webinars. I can get you the information for that. Because those start Monday, the 22nd, and it goes through like the 19th of April, I believe, is when it goes through there. 15th or 19th, one of those through there. You can find out more information about that over at the daxshow.com. I'm dropping that in there. Those are the paid webinars. You can watch them up to 3 times, and I believe you have like 90 days or somewhere in June is when the cutoff of when they go away is. But they're $35 each, and then they have a tiered system. So I think it's like 3 to 4 is like $25 each, and 5 or more is $20 each. So it's a good way to get some good training. And I do believe that those first ones, like when you go in there and you sign up, and that's the time for it, those are all live. So that's a live interactive, just like you were there at the trade shows. I think that's one of the biggest things to take away from a trade show. Actually, my 2 biggest things when you go to a trade show, because trade shows are going to start back up. We're going to go to them. We're going to see people. We're going to bump elbows. We're going to do whatever we need to do. But you're going to go back out there full force, because that's what we do. But it was the networking and the education, because the equipment, The equipment and products, everybody has access to it online. You can go see it. You can go, you can see online. You can see the pricing. You can do that. Now, at a show, typically, you're going to get better pricing on things because that's part of going to a show specials. You're actually going to be able to see the products in action, which is always a plus to see how. You're going to be able to see, how somebody uses something. Maybe there's a technique that you didn't think of. So seeing those demonstrations, it's an amazing part of it. The networking. I've met some of my best friends through networking at trade shows, and it's become vacation for us. Didn't have too many of those last year, but previously, we've had Long Beach, and we've hit Milwaukee, and we always hit Chicago, and we've hit Indianapolis, and we've went down to Florida, and we've had a lot of good fun, meeting a lot of great people along the way, and the networking that comes along with it is a great asset because you start finding people that are doing the same things that you're doing or in the same business, and you have somebody now that you can partner with, somebody else you can bounce ideas off of. Networking from a trade show is an amazing thing. So if you have the chance to attend one in your area, I would say anything within 6 hours drive to. You're not going to be disappointed to. And that's kind of our rule. 6 hours is my rule. If it's 6 hours or farther, I'm not going to drive on the fly. And I think Kansas City's right on the border, but since it now falls in July, I think it'll be a family trip to go there and have fun for the weekend in Kansas City. But the networking is an amazing aspect of it, but the training that you get from it. And I'm not saying, you need to take, training for, on just what you do. I usually try and sign up for a class of something that I just want to know more about. I don't necessarily need to do it, but I like to know how things are done. I like to know the process behind it. I like to kind of stay up on what's going on. So any of the free ones that are, it piqued my interest, yep, let's go for those. Now, on the paid ones, those are the ones that you really get in the nitty gritty of stuff. Here's, what that product is about, what that, whatever your that seminar is on, that's what you're going in there for, full force. You're usually going to get, I'm going to say, I'm not going to say 100% of the time because I have been to a few that were kind of lackluster, but most of the time you are going to come out there with a wealth of knowledge. I don't think I've been to one yet where I haven't pulled something away. Some I might have thought, I felt like I should have got more out of, but the majority of them, the people really put their heart and souls to put these presentations on, these seminars on for you because they want it. They know the key for your success is going to be education. So really take advantage of that. Dax is doing an amazing thing by putting this all online for you so you're able to do it. And so if there's classes that overlap or something like that, guess what? Don't even have to worry about it because you have access to it. So you can go ahead and watch it. So highly, highly recommend to check out daxshows.com, sign up for the webinars, enjoy, learn something, and then tell me what you learned. Go there and check out and tell me what classes look cool. In our group, in our business basics group, which if you're watching this on YouTube and you are not a member or you're watching it through another Facebook channel, as you're doing that, make sure you like and subscribe and do all that fun stuff and share where you can because sharing is caring. So the more people that we get here, the more fun we get to have. So make sure you're ringing the bell, you're doing all that YouTube-y stuff, and then make sure you share. Share is caring. Let's roll with that. Totally just went off on a tangent on sharing is caring and the Business Basics group. Business Basics group, let me throw that link up here for those that may not be watching on that. That's Q&A, which we're going to talk about Q&A. Here it is, facebook.com/groups/OSG Business Basics. Now that's our free Business Basics group. I've got about 2,300 people in there that'll really, they're all there for the same purpose, to get the basics of their business and to help each other grow. So there's a lot of great content in there. And that's kind of, our feeder system. From there, you'll learn more about our success group and the things we do there. In their private members group, you'll know more about our trainings, which I'm going to go ahead and pat myself on the back because Aaron's not here to do it for me and I can't do it to him. But, I can pretend that Aaron's here and pat him on the back, and I can pretend that he's patting me on the back, so I can just pat my own back. We put on one of our best trainings, I believe, this past Wednesday with how to manage and win large orders. A lot of amazing feedback with it. And I do believe that in the future, that's going to become a standalone course on its own. So we can kind of talk about where the future of things are. is we have been asked, hey, I don't know if I just want, if I need the memberships, it's a good thing to have because it's an amazing value. And as I tell you more about the course part of it, you're going to see the memberships make sense on it. But we've got a lot of great content in there, a lot of standalone courses where somebody's like, hey, can you just do a course just on this? I just want to buy that piece of it. And so, we started digging into how can we make that happen? How can we start working on courses and doing that? Because there's a lot of back-end things that need to happen in order for this to go down, correctly and efficiently. And so I took a couple courses on it in the past 6 weeks. I've done 2 different courses on it. I just finished up Launch Academy Live last week, which was all about launching courses and how to do it correctly and sustainable with it. It gave you price points on things and how to value your content, where it's at, and what you can do. So it really put a lot of information in our hands to be able to put courses together for you. So as a member, you're going to get the first run of the courses. So we just did this one, which was an amazing one. It's set at this, it's part of your membership. You just get it. From there, it gets turned into a course, and those courses are going to range anywhere from, $97 up to $797, $997, depending on how much value is in there. A 5-key series, that's going to be easily, an $800 course, because that's going to be the basic building blocks of your business. I mean, with that, you can't fail. The only way you can fail is if you're not putting the effort, because you have all the information there. You're going to know how to do your overhead. You're going to know how to price your products for profit. You're going to know how to become efficient with it. You're going to know how to do follow-up and delivery, and you're going to get a little marketing with it. So the basic building blocks to your business, those 5 keys of growing and launching. I mean, think if I tell you with those 5 keys that you can have a 6-figure business, you can't deny it, because that's what we did. Those are what we do in 6-figure business. So you just gotta, you gotta put in the work to make those things happen. So there'll be standalone courses, so somebody can just buy one, and not have to do the training, the monthly memberships. But the monthly memberships, you're gonna save a ton on it, because, like I said, these courses are gonna range, from $97, $47. There might be a $47 one in there, whatever, $47 to $1,000, just depending on the thing. So when your monthly membership is going to get all those for free, because it's included. So the monthly membership is going to be the way to go. But the courses are going to be coming. We are doing, so set your calendars for this. April 14th, I do believe, is the date when we're going to start putting out more information for it. April 14th, 1 p.m. Central Time, is going to be a free webinar on goal setting. Once we have all the details for it, look for those. You're going to sign up for it, and we're going to send you a free gift for signing up for the webinar. And so we're really looking forward to that. That's going to be on the 14th of April. We just kind of buttoned up the details yesterday of time and date. And now we're going to work on all the back end stuff to be able to get it out there. But that's going to be April 14th, 1 p.m. Central, a goal setting. They're still working on the name of it, but it's going to be a free webinar for that goal setting. And we're gonna try and change some things up and spice some things up and have some fun there. Oh, look at that! Hello, Scoob. Glad to see you. Hope everything is doing well for you. Ree, thanks for stopping by. And Renee, that's right. Indeed, to friends from trade shows. Yeah, that's how we met Renee, and she's family now. So you meet people, you make those connections, and trade shows are a blast just for that alone, not just for day drinking. Which, having a booth now, I don't know how much day drinking is going to be involved for me, but we'll see what Aaron says. We'll see what Aaron tells me I can do in that too. So let's go through our list. We talked about decks. We talked about shirt labs, glass blocks. That's where we need to be at, because this could be a down and dirty, quick and sweet. We can see what's going on. Oh, Becky's got a question. With the Masters of Success, does that include the OSG, or is it separate? Currently, that includes everything. So that's top tier. When you're in that, everything else below that is included. Now, going forward, because right now the Masters of Success is open. We are taking applications for the inner circle of that. Those applications are being accepted through the end of the month, through March 31st. This will be the last time that the price will be available at this current price point. The price is going up. In fact, I think there's a price increase going up across the board on April 1st. I think memberships, Masters of Success Tracker. I think everything is going up April 1st. I do believe, and it's not April Fool's Day, but currently, if you're in that top tier, you're getting everything down below. So yes, it does include it. In the future, it might not. But the great thing is whenever you sign up for any of our programs, that's your legacy pricing. So if you sign up for Masters of Success now, and it's $1,400 or $1,500 for the year, and everything below is included, and we decide, April 1st that becomes a $5,000 package, guess what? Every year you're still going to pay that $1,400. So as long as you're in it, you're going to stick with that same price. Now, if you jump out and you decide after 3 days that you need to come back in, sorry about your luck. You should have stuck in, because that's part of legacy pricing. So yes, currently MOS top tier, everything below that is included. And look, Aaron made it. Thanks for stopping by, Aaron. We were just talking about you. Pat on the back for amazing training this past Wednesday. And speaking of, I know we flip-flopped it, so Aaron will tell us what training is for next Wednesday. Because the other thing, in between time, we do have the Q&A with TNA. Now, we haven't done that. I don't think we've done it this year because we haven't had any questions. So question cutoff is going to be in, let's make it like 14 hours, like 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. To submit questions for that. And if you're new here, you can go to OurSuccessGroup.com/QA. Put in a question. We'll answer it live tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Central. We'll do that. Now, if there's no questions by 9 a.m. tomorrow, there is no Q&A with TNA. I am pretty sure there's not going to be a Q&A with TNA. But only you can dictate that. Yes. And next Wednesday's training is going to be Mastering Live Video. So we've got Mastering Live Video coming up on next, I'm not even sure what date that is. Let me look at the calendar real quick. March 24th for it. David, let me grab that for you. So the links for the YouTube channels, let's see, I can pull those here, is either going to be Fat Dad Live or liveosg.com. I can show those for you currently right there. So if you go to fatdadlive.com or liveosg.com, that'll get you over to the YouTube channels. And remember, make sure when you're over the YouTube channels to like, share, do all that. And if you're watching on Facebook, especially if you're watching on the OSG page, share it away. We like to see new people. Definitely have fun there. 24th. That's what it is. 24th. Yep. I pulled up a calendar. I need to get a calendar and put it right about there, because I got a new whiteboard that's going to go right about here. So we're going to do things. All right. Without further ado, what do you say? Should we go ahead and do this glass block? Now, to be completely transparent with you, this is my first time. I was going to test one earlier today, but I just got busy, and I didn't even have a chance to test it. I grabbed a couple of them, and so I said, you know what? Let's just give it a go and see what happens. Because I've done them before, just not this one. So I don't know what to expect. And the reason that I'm saying that is because per their instructions tell me to do it for 356 degrees for 210 seconds. So 60, excuse me. So that is going to be 3 minutes, 30 seconds. 3 minutes, 30 seconds, 356 degrees. I mean, that's a pretty technical number. Not 350, not 355, not 3 anything. It's 356. So we're gonna see what happens, right? And remember, if you purchase anything from JPPLus, if you go into the downloads, there are printouts. So you can do the printouts that tells you everything about this. So like recommended equipment, heat press, blowout paper, heat tape, general sublimation instructions, pre-heat press to 356, set pressure to medium, set press time to 210, print image on the transfer, turn the mirroring off. We've talked about that. Trim the edges as necessary, blah, 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 blah. So you can go there. Now, any company that you buy a product from, any of the reputable ones, and this is not to say that anything you might buy in bulk from, a vent, in a group buy or something like that isn't going to be good, but they're going to have tough times finding correct time, temperature, pressure, templates, things like that. So, that's one thing that that Aaron does very well through montco.biz, that's where my next project up tonight after this is. I got more masks to do. But there's the templates on there. There's the time. There's the settings on it. So make sure that you ask for those if they're available, before you purchase it, because otherwise you're just going to be shooting in the dark and hopefully something works. And let's see. Message says open is given a 404 error. Interesting. Aaron, do you want to check that and see what is going on with that? Right? Yeah. And at 357, the material implodes, create a micro black hole. So be careful. I mean, if it takes the weather with it, but I mean, that's a pretty technical number. Would we agree? 356 is a technical number. So we're going to see what happens with it. And in fact, Becky, I believe you can also head over to just OurSuccessGroup.com/MOS. That will get you there as well. So to check that out, you can fill out the application for it there. And there you go, David. Great. Good to see you back over here on this side. Okay. So let's switch cameras and let's see what we can do over here on this other one and see what happens with it. So I got my handy dandy microphone that is going to try and not come unplugged, which is going to be amazing because I got it in the way. Perfect. So we're just going to buy a new mic that I don't have to worry about anymore. Left-handed scissors. Those would come in handy. So we got left-handed scissors so I can cut out my image. Boom, boom. Cut out the image. I'll show you all this stuff. You guys know what's going on. You guys know what's up. So, bam! I can't go wrong with wedding pictures because they make great gifts. So I'm not going to get married again, so why not? Why not keep making them? So pretty simple here. We have got our picture, right? I believe you can see that. And now we're going to put our block on our picture like crazy, right? And actually, this is going to be too small. I'm looking at it, and I think I used the wrong template because I have no bleed on that. See that? See, if I line up here at the top, you can probably see it better this way. And these are things, well, I guess there is a little, it's just with this white sky, it made it really difficult to see where it's at. And there's a little bleed in there. Okay. Not too bad, but side to side, you can see that there is not a whole lot of room there. So I'm going into this knowing that this is probably not going to be the greatest because I can already tell that there's something there. So my options are, do we reprint it or do we just go with it? I say we just go with it because I'm not in the mood for waiting for something to print. And we're going to show you, hey, this is what it looks like if you do it too close, right? So we've got our image on here. And then we're going to tape it. Heat tape is our friend. This too came from JPPLus. Do a piece of tape on each side. Hold that in there. Ta-da, ta-da. Hurrah, hurrah. Now this one, they said medium pressure, right? So medium pressure is going to be about that. 356 degrees, because we don't want to open up a wormhole. We're going to put that image on there. We're going to put the blowout paper on there. And then we're going to close it. And we've got 3 minutes. Is that right? 3 minutes and 30 seconds to chit chat while you guys get to stare at a press, because that's an amazing, fun thing to do, to stare at a press. But no, I'm here. How you doing? And like I said, upcoming, you've got the DAX webinar, the DAX seminars that are webinar based that all start on the 22nd of March. They go through, I think it's either the 15th or 19th of April. it's like every couple days or so, there's a new person that will have a new training up. We have access to that training 3 times through June. So it's a great way to get some great information from our group. This is where I was going earlier. From our group, you've got Allie Vanholzer that's putting on a class. You've got Christine Shreve that's putting on a class. Our own Aaron Montgomery is putting on a class. Eric Campbell is putting on a class. So, I mean, we've got a lot of heavy hitters in our group that are putting on classes. Kudos to all of those. One day I will be putting on a class because that is on my bucket list of things to do. But there's going to be a lot of great information on that. And I just realized that I was talking to something else that wasn't even there, which is always a plus. But you're going to see a lot of great information from that. I think the DAX shows, in general, to me, feel the most. How should I put this? The most friendly. The least salesy. I don't feel like there's as many carnival barkers at the DAX show. I think you really get a lot of great information out of it, and for the cost of it, it's unbeatable. I feel that you get that really friendly, family-friendly feel out of it. You get a lot of information, and Scott and Marjorie put on an amazing show over there. So it's definitely something that if like I said, if it's in driving distance of you, it's worth making the trip for it. You will not be disappointed, and I think the context that you'll make alone with other people, new vendors, new products, it's going to make it worth it for you. I know every time I come back from a trade show that I feel more energized. I feel like, hey, this is it, man. This is good with it. Now, have I been sold some stuff I probably shouldn't have bought? Absolutely. Has it been at a DAX show? No, but I've got suckered in at that. But I was smart on some of it. One of it being sand carving. So etching glass is like if you're using a cream or something, and you get a little etch on it. If you want definitive edges, then you have a couple other options, either laser or sandblast or sand carving. So I took a sand carving thing because I was all about it, and I thought, for the most part, I have everything: blasting cabinet, air compressor. I just needed the film part of it, and I really love doing it, but it is really messy and time consuming, and they're not my cup of tea. I learned that after the fact, but I love doing it, and maybe once we have everything set, we'll have to do that here. Okay, here we go. 2, 1, 356 degrees for 210 seconds. Now, the key here is to remember to get your glove, because these things are going to be hot, right? Because, it was a piece of glass that was underneath here. Now, the thing is I grabbed the wrong gloves, and my fingers aren't fitting in it. So we're going to pull that off here. We're going to pull that off because I can get it there. And hey, would you look at that cute couple? Holy Toledo. To be dead honest with you, I was not sure how this would come out because of the 356. I knew it was going to be good because they had an exact temperature of 356 degrees. But that is a pretty slick picture, if I do say so myself. And I'll bring it over to the other camera so that way you're able to see it a little better. I guess I need to bring the mic over too. This will help in future references to remember to bring that mic. And if we go back over here, there we are. Hello, everybody. Okay. So I got to set this down because I got it in the wrong hand. And if anybody knows me, I'm right-handed. Let's get that banner here. If anybody knows me, I'm left-handed. So to try and do anything right-handed is a complete waste. And it's still a little spicy hot. All right. Let me see what I got. Questions here. JPPLus. Yeah. So I didn't test it. 356. We did not implode anything there. Aaron's got that one to try. Okay. Fix the other one tonight. Why not trim the paper? Okay. So you can trim that down as much as you want. Thing is my image size. So the issue came that the image was the exact size of this. I always like to bleed around it. So, you know, 1/8 of an inch or so around it. So you have room for adjustment and if there's any carryover. But I mean, with this image, I mean, if you look really close at the edge, you can see there's a little bitty white there. But overall, see if I turn on this light and see if this will help any. Ooh, that did. Well, that kind of turned the camera, didn't it? But there, you can see that is some. And let's see. I bet I can zoom in on that cute couple. Yeah, you can see the detail. See my fat belly right there. So the color is amazing through it. Picture quality, great. Let's go ahead and focus. There. So I really like that. Pictures, that's an amazing thing. And then, like I said, it comes in that little gift box too. Is there anything here? Yeah, everything looks sweet with it. So I'm going to put that there so I don't burn myself because I know I will. All right. Do they come? I'll still go look. Do they come any bigger than 3.5 by 5? Currently, no. I don't believe I've seen anything bigger than the 3.5 by 5. In fact, you know, I don't know if there. I don't know if there is a. No, I know JB because I think I looked for a bigger one. So this is the only one, the only size that they had was that. Now, they said you can use this for plaques too. So think about that, you know, an award, you know, #1 employee, you know, whatever award plaque type thing you could do. You could use it that way because, I mean, these are pretty slick. I mean, you got to think, you know, crystal clear all the way through. And that is a crystal clear image. You can see that through there. And that's a pretty sweet picture. So more than just pictures. Cost on it, I don't even think they're that much, to be honest with you. And you get to save another 10% off on it from the we using our code. So don't forget that too. So not only do you get the, I'm just going to put in glass blocks and see if anything else comes up. But I believe, yeah, metal, glass photo block. Yep, that's the only glass photo block that I'm seeing. Cost on it is $6.49 each. So $6.49 each is what it is there. You can really, really make some money with it. So speaking of cost at $6.49 each, starting next month, also in our success group, when we do projects like this, when we're testing it out, we're seeing what it is. Following this Tuesday with Todd, which we're going to try and, you know, half hour, 45 minutes, we're going to try and keep it. When we do projects like this, we are then going to shut off all the feeds except for the private members feed, which I'm going to, yeah. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure we can do that. We're going to shut off all the feeds except for the private members feeds, and then we're going to go over the numbers of it. So we're going to go through using our process that we have there for pricing, you know, to know what our overhead is, so we know what to charge for that. We're going to go through pricing the product for profit, go through our little spreadsheet calculator, show that to show where you can price this at. We'll do a little market research, show where things are with it. But I'm telling you, you don't want to miss that. So there's another reason to become a member, because then we're going to start breaking down projects like this afterwards. So here, you got it. How do you come up with pricing? Here's how we come up with our pricing based on what our items are. So definitely look forward to that. That's going to start in April as well. Ooh, and it is launched live. So there is a live Q&A too. Yes. So when we do our launches on that webinar, I believe that's what Aaron's speaking of. It will be a live webinar with Q&As. There's going to be ways for you to get the recordings of it. There's going to be some free gifts involved in it. So really going to hit the ground running and be able to show you for it. Thanks, Rachel. I do say so myself that I think it looks pretty good there. Let's see. Looks great. I was able to get a refill while waiting. I know, that's the thing. That's one of the things to remember when you're doing things like sublimation. On something like this, you know, that was 3 minutes. Okay, I can hold it now. I mean, it's still a little hot, but I can at least manhandle it. But you've got 3.5 minutes that's sitting in there. You don't have to be sitting there for 3.5 minutes. You know, while sublimation is doing its thing, while we're doing slates, glass blocks, and remember, this was on a clamshell. So this wasn't on a swing away. Now, granted, my clamshell is a hover. So my hinge point where it drops down is in the center, and I can have it flat there. But I have done slates on my old Hicks. Yay. On my old Hicks, that was a clamshell. And I knocked it out of the park with those. So you can do it. But while that's going on, you got to think on these things that require a longer time. You know, your mugs, your tumblers, your glass blocks, your slates, things like that that are going to take longer. You're able to do other things. So while that was going on, I can be setting up the next one to go. You can do multiple of these at the same time too. When you do that, chances are you're going to have to increase your dwell time on it because you're just taking up more heat from it. How much? I can't say because you're just going to have to do some testing. So I would bang it down from 1, and I would be good with it. Unless I'm going to do a bunch of them all at the same time every time, it's just going to make it more consistent. So I can do this. While the 3 minutes and 30 seconds are going on for that, I can have another one taped up, ready to go. I can be doing something else. I can be packaging. I can be printing. I can be designing. I can be doing something else while that is underneath the heat. When it's done, pull it out, swap it out, continue to go. They are not acrylic. They are glass. They are listed there. I think you can hear it. I'm going to see if it gives me for details, just so you can see, because it's listing as a glass photo block with gift box. Like I said, the gift box is, I left the gift box over there. So the gift box, silver gift box, comes with a little foam insert that's wrapped. So there's your presentation to it. So, I mean, really slick there. So at $6.49, you're getting the display box. Excuse me. I got a tickle. There. So you've got all that right there. To me, I think it's amazing. What else? Did somebody else ask me? Why not see color acrylic? Was it? Oh, yeah. I was going to check out the details. It is listing materials glass. So legitimately glass. So not acrylic, glass. And I mean, it's got a good weight to it. I mean, you piss off your significant other and they toss it at you, you're going to get hurt. So don't do that. But there's a lot of good stuff before. Now, something else. Let's see if I can show. I might be able to do it. Yes. So I'm going to grab this light here, and you're going to see something too. Something else that's fun to do on anything that is like your acrylic, your glass, anything that you do from the backside, you can really have fun and you can backlight these. So if you put that here and then you throw, that one's not going to be the greatest because it does. Let me grab one of these guys. Yeah, let me grab one of these. Okay, because then I think you'll be able to see a little better. So we've got our acrylic here, or our glass. You got your black. But you can, I guess, you got to see. All right, there we go. That's how we can do it. And I think how I can make this work for you. So there's that right there. And if you put a little light behind it, see how that lights it all up. So definitely a fun way to have a little more fun with it. So any of those ones with the glass, with the LED base, you can put it on there. You know, look at alternative things to do, because that's just more of an upsell for you. You know, if you're able to come up with a creative way to be able to offer another alternative to that, you have a base that you can put it in. That's an LED base, so it lights up with LEDs underneath of it. You have something you can put behind it. It's definitely an added upsell to it. But glass, heavy, thickness is just under 3/4 of an inch, 0.69. Does it give me a weight? Weight says 1.44 pounds would probably be right. 1.5 pounds. Yeah. Maybe kilo. Yeah. I'd go. It's got some weight to it there. So let's go. Yeah. Oh yes, the DAX. So yes, when you're at the DAX, when you're at those DAX seminars, they're live. So if you attend one at that time, then it is live Q&A, just like you were actually there. So instead of you being in a room full of other people, you're going to be a room full of other people, those people at their places, and you're going to have your presenter there. It's going to be set up, really familiar with how things are now. There's going to be somebody on the screen, and you're going to have a chat box. You're going to be able to add that in there. It's going to be an amazing thing because you know what to do. You've been doing it long enough. We've all done it this last year, so you should really have a grasp on it. And I think the information is going to be amazing. A lot of times, I've went to classes, and I've had Chatty Cathy that was behind me, or I had Questiony Rhonda up in the corner who knew everything the presenter did, only knew it better, right? We've all been in that one where it's like, yo, just and let's learn. I don't want to hear all of this. I just want to go. I don't need to comment after everything. So at least here, somebody can comment and you can just skip it over. Like Aaron saying, are they acrylic? I don't have to show that. I can just skip over it and go from there. But the presenters aren't going to do that. They're going to, they're going to present. They're going to go through this. They're going to give you some amazing content at a very little price. So I highly recommend doing it. Laughter. Really, have you seen it? There's one. It takes one size mug. It's $170. It's a ploy. That they're Cricut's moving into the world, but hey, they came up with that, and then just this past week, Cricut is that what we're calling it? Cricut Gate. Where now you can only do 20 items through your design space, and after that, you got to pay for it. If you want to be a crafter, you're a crafter. If you want to, excel in your business, and you're gonna have to pay. Cricut saw this and as a way to do it. I do believe that the amount of money that you invest in Cricut equipment and supplies, that you can get much better supplies and equipment from other vendors, not craft-based, but industry-based ones. I don't know how long a Cricut mug press will last. I don't know, but I do know that if you buy a Stahl's press, it's probably going to outlast you. I know that you can get in cheap at, and I say cheap because I was there. Hey, Amazon, hook me up, homie. Hello, Epson, let me convert you. But I know what I'm getting with this. I know I'm going to run into issues with it. I know it's not going to. I know it's not going to be perfect 100% of the time. I know it's a pain to pull out cartridges and refill it. I know that this being third one in 4 years, that when this one dies, that crossing fingers, the F270 is out, and we'll just go into that and have a purpose-built machine. I know if I want to produce quality products and charge, the top dollar pricing for them, I need to invest in the quality equipment where I'm not going to have issues with things. Now, luckily, I have a good grasp of ink concept and know what needs to be done with that. Plus, the vendor that I have worked with, knows their ink, so it has helped. Sometimes when you buy these printers and you buy ink from Amazon or eBay, you don't know what you're getting, and the results can be catastrophic because you don't know what's really going on and there's no support to it. So you get frustrated and you throw it out and you think, screw this, it wasn't worth it. Well, I don't know, because is it the equipment? Is it where you got it from? There's good and bad to it across the board. So you need to, if you really want to take it serious, just invest in yourself, invest in your equipment. I'm telling you, the better equipment you have, the better results you have, because that's just really how it works. It'll save you time, and time is money, and money, saving time is something we can't buy. We can't buy more time. So every minute we save is $1 saved, which is $1 profit. So definitely start investing in yourself. I'm going to harp here for a second, because when I had somebody tell me, when we talked about memberships, and they said, I just can't afford it, man. And I get it. I get when somebody says, oh, let me pull I get when somebody said, "Hey, I don't have the extra funds for this, man. I don't know where I really want to, but I just don't know." I said, "Well, let's start figuring out where you can cut some stuff at, and they're like, there's nothing to cut, I'm all the way, I cut everything." And I'm like, okay, well, you're a smoker, and I know that's not cheap anymore. And how many packs of cigarettes do you smoke? 3 to 5 a week. Well, that's no. Last I checked at this time, I think they were like $6 a pack. So 3 is 18 and 5 is 30. That's a lot of money you're spending a week on something that's going to kill you. So cut out smoking, and guess what? There you go. I know other ones that go out 2-3 times a month, and it's not hard to drop $100 bill when you're going out. There you go. If you really want to make your business succeed, you need to make your business your priority. That's just common knowledge there. You can't half-ass it. If you want to go all in, go all in. Invest everything you can back into it. You're gonna, don't give me I don't have the time for this when you're sleeping 10 hours a night. Or you can tell me, what's the latest. I don't even know what the latest thing is on TV now. What's the latest series? Queen's Gambit, or that other porny one. I don't even know I haven't seen it yet. But you can find time to binge watch all this stuff, but you can't find the half hour, 45 minutes to better yourself or your business. Got to think about that, guys. If you and it sucks to hear that. It sucks to hear, hey, yeah, this isn't happening because I'm not making it happen. You just gotta manage your time, manage your money. If you want to advance your business, dump everything you can back into it. I mean, when I took our business serious, and I said, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and what we went from the house to 8,000 square feet in 4 years, because we started with that move from the house to the 400 square foot to the 3,500 square foot to the 8,000 square foot, back to the 35 and back home. Nice cycle, right? It's because I knew what I wanted to do, and the retail side of it was not it. But in that time, I mean, we invested tens of thousands of dollars. We bought, we've got $20,000 printer, $20,000 Pro Spangle machine. We've got, sublimation machine. We have a couple of these. We've got presses. We've got cutters. We've got stuff we've invested back into it. Where we've made really big investments is in training. When we went to training classes, when we signed up for that coaching, when we put that stuff in place. There it is. Thank you, Bridgerton, whatever. So yes, they, we put that in there. So, we really invested back into it, and that's how, when it came time to say, hey, we're gonna go ahead and do this, we were prepared for it. And just as Aaron said, tens of thousands of dollars turned into hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's right. Pre-COVID, 6 figures. Last year, we're down. I'm not gonna lie at any means. Yeah, we were down. We were down about 37%. Was it catastrophic? No. Why is that? Because we knew our numbers. I mean, let's be honest. When you know your numbers, you know what you can do. You know how to become more efficient at things. Hey, if I can't do this, and I can have somebody else do it, and I can make a couple bucks off it, my time can be used elsewhere to make more money. So even though we were down, we weren't out. And that's what proved to me, was having a retail store that you pay for a year that's not open, and to look at it and be like, hey, we did a lot of this online, and we don't need that anymore. So even at those numbers, by not having that retail location, I conservatively estimated that we're going to save about $2,000 a month. So $24,000 a year. It's not too shabby to put that extra $24K back in your pocket, and allows us to invest in more things. So like I said, invest in yourself, invest in your business. I did not see this, Corey, that they changed it again, because, hey, I saw it yesterday and it was there, and now not anymore. So I did not see that. What else do we have? We want to get people to a point where a minute saved is $5 more earned. That's right. I mean, you figure for us, if our estimate, because it's right about there, is $2 a minute. So, that's based on order overhead, everything is. So every hour or every dollar, every minute we save in efficiency, we gain $2 in profit. So tell me, when you know your numbers, you can start looking at ways to do things. When you can save 10 seconds doing something and multiply that over 100 items, and that's 100 seconds, right? 100 items, 10 seconds, 1,000 seconds. 1,000 seconds divided by 60. I probably should have used a little easier number, but it's a lot of minutes, and there's a lot of profit to be had in there. So definitely do that. There you go. Missy says it best: training and education has given me my greatest return. We love to see that. So I'll step down from the soapbox and I'll tell you, invest in yourself. Our success group has the Masters of Success that is accepting applications through the end of the month. Definitely, if you're interested, go over to oursuccessgroup.com/MOS. I will put that up here so you can see where to go. Let's check that out, because this is going to be the last time that it's going to be at this price. It's going up. We're telling everybody all month, price is going up. So now is the time to get in. You're always locked in this price. So no matter how far out in the future and how much increases that it may have, you're always going to pay that same price. And that goes for any of the training. So if you get into the monthly membership, same thing. If you get into now, this is the same monthly price that you're going to pay next year, the year after that, the year after that, year after that. So definitely check those out before it goes. We have Shirt Labs on Friday, Saturday. Got the coupon, or I got the code for you on there to sign up. I believe that's down in the description too. We've got tomorrow. Does it look like? Oh no, we don't know if we have live Q&A tomorrow. Q&A with TNA. We don't have any questions by 9 a.m. That is cut. We have nothing on Thursday. Friday's back on Two Regular Guys with Aaron. Saturday, Small Business Saturday. Health insurance is what we're talking this Saturday morning. I do believe that's a Saturday morning, correct, Aaron? Correct me if I'm wrong, but is this? And the only way that you can see Small Business Saturday is inside the members area of our success group. So this now allows us to get a lot more in depth in things and provide that more of value to our paying members there. So check that out. Next Tuesday with Todd. So I'm going to post two things because I didn't grab the other one. The other one's around the corner. Oh, actually, I might have it. Oh, do I have it? Nope, I don't have it. I thought I had it real handy, but it's not there. Probably do the hanging boards, but there is a lighted box that I also got. I think the lighted box will probably be one that we're going to do. We're going to do one of the two. I'll post that so we can see and go from there. What else excuse me, Dean said, in my office, I have a picture of Einstein's discovering that time does equal money. That's right. The replays will be on the podcast site in a few months, and that's correct too. So yes, the podcast version that'll always be free. It's just gonna be a couple months behind. So first run content, members area. When we do our courses, those are gonna be in the members area. Members are where it's gonna be key at, and then to really get the most out of that membership is gonna be in the Masters of Success, the Masters of Success program, which I said it's only accepting applications through the end of the month. Recap what we did. We did glass blocks. It's still a little warm. It turned out, like I said, amazing. I think you can really do a lot of fun stuff with this. Senior pictures, hey, we're coming up on that time of year. Weddings. We're coming up on, everything's going to start coming back, guys. So this is the time to do it. Awards, family pictures, Mother's Day. I mean, come on. Put that towards your mothers with your kids' pictures in it and push that out there. It's got I pulled it out of the box a little wonky, but it's got the sweet packaging for it. So it's already got a nice display box that it comes in. So hey, that all adds value to it. All adds value. You can put that on there. Magic time is 210 seconds, 356 degrees Fahrenheit. Medium to firm pressure is what we used. Everything came out there. Following up, like I said, we've got Two Regular Guys Friday, Small Business Saturday inside the members area on Saturday. I'll be back on Tuesday with Todd on Tuesday. Then we have our Mastering Live Video class next Wednesday inside the members group. So, hey, we got a lot of stuff coming up. I'd love to have you a part of it. Thank you for spending this time with me tonight. I really enjoyed it. As always, I enjoy you. I still got to come up. Like I said, we go through this week in, week out. I need to come up with that catchy catchphrase. We'll eventually come up with it. Until next time, you guys keep pressing, keep positive, keep being amazing, and keep being you. See you next time. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.